It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see DJ Moore. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Jets and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. First carry now for David Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Murray now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
1st down, here's Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. On third down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
They'll start with the option.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They'll get this into the hands of Bird.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray again.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On third and short, they'll try option left.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Daron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Matt Judon with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And the Jets will take over.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas. And how about the Bears? They're up right now to this point. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Cousins on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
To throw is Cousins. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jets. Dallas Goedert from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Cousins. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Jets first down. And he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go play action. Cousins. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left is Edwards. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cousins.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
And connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 32 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Take it in at the 3. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
First down, here's Cousins.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now, Cousins.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Cousins.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Deontay Johnson, 41 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Murray. Open man here is Conklin. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down for Patriots.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The 71 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, when you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Murray now on first down. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Read option, here's Montgomery.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and with that, they take the lead here, 20-17.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. New York set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit to the rest, too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On second down, Montgomery. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Jets are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front They won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. On third down, Cousins.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
That he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Murray now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Murray to run again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will pick. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Again, he finds more. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Cousins now. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
New England's offense set to go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Murray now to throw.
Here's Tony on the quick slam.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing now is Murray. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far.
The return is Osborne. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Jets set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now Cousins. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Jets,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for New England, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.